Well, it's week 4. This week there is a lot of reading and there's the hour-and-a-half video that is in the material. So I'm not going to bore you too much with my lecture because there is so much, and I am just going to recap a little bit. I hope you're all doing well. I mentioned in week 3 about making sure you guys don't forget to add things about clinical practice. And the reason I said that is in most of the Blackboard discussions, part of the question is asking how would you use this information for your future practice. So that's one of the answers I'm looking for when I read over your Blackboard discussions, is I'm wanting to see how you will use this information in future practice, or why you think it would be important. So that's why I just wanted to remind you not to forget that part of the discussion board. So this week, the video, that was something that really stuck to me and stuck out to me. I noticed a lot about prevention, and one thing that was made very clear was that we can't change our genes and we can't change our heredity, but we can make sometimes life a little easier for ourselves. And whether that means through exercise, diet, maybe activities, are the things that we do with our own mental state, that may help us to age maybe more gracefully, or in a way that we would rather age, as opposed to just kind of letting ourselves go. I thought it was interesting when she talked about nutrition and how if we cut out some of our food, that it may create some longevity in our lives. I mean, so much of our society, all these different documentaries, I don't know if you guys like to watch them, like Food Inc. or Knives and Forks or whatever it may be, it talks about how much our food is processed and all the things that are added into it. And not that I'm all holistic and I eat perfectly, I'm just saying I think there may be something to how processed everything can be and how that adds. You notice all these food allergies that never were really around before, or not as common, like gluten. And gluten's found in everything nowadays, or soy problems, and soy is used in everything nowadays. So I wouldn't be surprised that changing some of our dietary habits would increase longevity in a person's life. Also, too, how you eat could be preventative medicine for a predisposition of a certain life-threatening illness. I know my mom just recently suffered from breast cancer, and she's now a breast cancer survivor, but she has made the choice now to go vegan. Not that becoming a vegan is going to never allow her to have cancer again, but it helps reduce maybe some factors in it coming back. And so that's a personal choice, and people make those kinds of choices all the time to hopefully add the quality and quantity of years to their life. And it's just interesting in watching that video, a lot of that was discussed. Now, from a clinical point of view, though, and I actually talked about this a little bit in my family therapy class, you have to be careful as a clinician what you recommend and what you suggest to clients. You don't know their medical history necessarily very well. You don't know the things that they're feeling right now necessarily as far as from a medical perspective. You don't know medications are on. And so you have to be very careful to not throw things out there that are outside your scope of practice, because it could come back and bite you and could become a lawsuit. So I want you to be very mindful and watching this, and it's great information, and it might be very common sense things. Clients can take you very literally, and so if you say, don't do this or don't do that, they may take it to the extreme and may cause some other issues, or you may recommend certain activity for them, and maybe they have something on them like a joint that's hurt, or their knee gives them problems, and they do something and then it hurts them. So you have to be careful and always make sure, of course, like you say things like, assuming your doctor is okay with this, maybe ask your doctor, but this might be a good suggestion for you. Always refer to the proper person or the proper channel that they should speak with, because again, you would hate to refer something and then somebody take it out of context and then it comes back to harm you in the long run. So again, that was some really interesting things I found in that video. I know it's an hour and a half, and that is a long video, and the articles are long, but I look forward to hearing your thoughts about some of the articles and your thoughts about the video. Like I said, I'm not going to bore you too long in this lecture, and then I will get right back into business for week 5, but I just wanted to touch on some things, and I hope the reading and the writing goes well this week. So I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great week. Bye-bye.